What is your name?
My name is Genevieve.
What is sadness to you?
Sadness is a river. You know, it flows and you can't stop it, but there might be a dam.
What do you think triggers sadness?
I think both the mind and outside people.
What is happiness to you?
Happiness is a warm light, like walking into a warm room after a cold day.
What do you think triggers happiness?
I think, again, it's outside forces. You can't create happiness yourself. It's everyone else and what you find that can create it. It's not a thing you can control.
What is your name?
This is moth.
What is sadness to you?
Yeah, I was at the stove chopping and shit. And I was like sitting there. I was like, what am I doing here? I'm cooking bricks and stuff and like, it brought me into tears, I can't lie.
What is happiness to you?
When I'm like frolicking in the fields and like with a smile on my face.
What triggers happiness?
When you're feeling happy and you know it, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Clap your hands. That's the schmuck.
What is your name?
Rusty balcony.
What is sadness to you?
Being alone. I'd say being alone.
Is that what triggers sadness?
I mean, yeah, I'd say isolation is a pretty big cause of sadness.
What is happiness to you?
Like true happiness? I don't know. I haven't found it, I don't think.
What triggers happiness?
People, new things, drugs.
I'll be taken by sunbeam, so goodbye.
What is your name?
My name is Ashley Brooke.
What is sadness to you?
Sadness to me, I guess it is just an emotion, but sometimes.
What triggers sadness?
I do think that sadness is not triggered by one thing. It's not defined by one thing. It depends on the context, I guess. But what mostly triggers sadness is when you feel hurt or violated or disrespected in some way, or I don't know, you just feel someone or something makes you feel small or unimportant. Or
What is happiness to you?
happiness can be fleeting feeling. Happiness doesn't really last, I feel like. But when it is there, it makes me feel whole and good about myself, you know?
What triggers happiness?
It can either be small things or big things. It doesn't really matter. It's the same with what triggers sadness, but you know, if something or someone makes you feel important and seen, noticed, that can make you feel happy with, you know, not just small things like that. It can be big things as well, you know, promotion, you know, you just have a child or something, big things, but also small things as well. Like just,
What is your name?
Molly.
What is sadness to you?
Sadness is something that I feel like I've had a dependency on in the past, and I feel like sadness is always something that's temporary. I feel like every emotion in itself is temporary, so, you know, you can always focus on the smaller things in life to, you know, create a sense of comfort when you're feeling sadness.
What triggers sadness?
I feel like sadness is triggered by, it can either be, something that can hurt you physically on the spot, or it can be like a flashback of something that's happened in the past.
What is happiness to you?
I feel like happiness can either be created by other people or by yourself, depending on the kind of person you are, but I feel like everyone should be able to get to experience happiness, and I think everyone somewhere deep down in them has something that can bring them out. What triggers happiness for me? I'd probably say, me personally, I'm a very social person, so I feel like hanging out with friends,